All right, welcome back. A Tony Award-winning play is being put on in Manchester. The Normal Heart tells the story of one man's fight to awaken the world to the AIDS crisis back in the early 1980s. Debbie and Billy from the Little Theater in Manchester are here to tell us a little bit more about it. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Good morning to both of you. So tell us a little bit, let's first start with the play. What's it all about?
So the play is, it's a historic play, The Normal Heart, written by Larry Kramer, and it talks about the advent of the AIDS epidemic back in New York City in the early 1980s. Actually, it starts in 1981. And it talks about the birth of the gay men's health crisis, and before the days of what everyone knew the AIDS virus was about. They had no idea how it was transmitted, how people were getting it, what its consequences were, and it's about this group of people who come together and try to figure out how to inform not only gay men, but the society at large as to the dangers of the virus.
Wow. So this is just one of the plays that you're doing. It's ongoing right now, but the Little Theater of Manchester does a lot of stuff.
We do. We've actually been in operation since 1960. So next year will be our 60th anniversary.
Wow.
And we do 5 shows a year. We're in the historic Cheney Hall. So we're in an 1867 historic building in Manchester. And we have a tremendous group of volunteers. And we do 5 shows a year, main stage productions, and we also do a series of stage readings and various other artistic endeavors. Yeah,
that's great.
It's a year-round operation.
Tell us what you like about being involved in all this.
Specifically this show?
Yeah.
I think it's so important, especially being the 50th anniversary of Stonewall and during Pride Month, that we take a look back at where the gay community has come from and remember this history and how huge of an impact it had on not only the LGBT community, but the whole world. And you know, a lot of this stuff isn't being taught in schools. So it's a huge learning experience to not only be in this show, but I think for everyone to see the show.
Sure,
and get a lot out of it.
There's an interesting sort of educational aspect to the show too, because the audience gets to hear from AIDS Connecticut, you told me.
And also we run a series of basically statistics and news clippings from the epidemic from the 1980s forward, and we actually track the numbers of people in the United States who are victims and ultimately fatalities. And we start with 200 people. And by the end of the show in 2017, globally we're talking about 35 million people.
Wow.
And so you hear people gasp in the audience as the numbers roll forward each year, and it just starts exponentially increasing.
Sure. So if folks want to come and check it out?
Please do. The show runs Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Okay.
It closes next Sunday, which is the 23rd. Fridays and Saturdays are 8 p.m. curtain, and Sunday is at 2 o'clock. Billy is playing the character of Tommy Boatwright.
Yeah.
Great.
Want to say a little?
That's right. The character is based on Roger McFarlane, who was a huge gay activist. Not a lot of people know about him. Another thing, you know, been kind of erased by history. And he was from Alabama, and he worked in the gay men's health crisis to bring awareness to AIDS and everything that was going on with it.
It's wonderful. Thank you both for being here.
So much
it's
for
certainly an
us.
important topic. And if you'd like to go check out the show, all that information was just on the screen. It'll be on our website later today. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.